Thank you, Madam Chair. As we know, on a bipartisan basis, the cost of college is skyrocketing, and it's putting in jeopardy access to college and achievement of the American dream for kids across this entire country. The Education and Labor Committee has taken a number of very concrete steps to try to address that. And this Congress passed a major increase in financial aid, $17 billion over 5 years. Over the last 10 years, student aid has increased from $37 billion to $86 billion. But every time we raise a dollar in financial aid, if it's a dollar increased in tuition that's burned away, the students are continuing to graduate and swim in a sea of debt. So if we're going to continue on this effort and be successful in making college affordable for average kids wanting to achieve the American dream, we have to work on both sides of the equation. We have to address the financial aid side, which we're doing our best to do, and do it in a context of enormous budgetary pressures. And we also have to do it on the cost side. And we have to look to our university administrators to work with us to do everything that's possible to constrain the ever-rising cost of college education. Many kids now are graduating with a debt that's equivalent to what was the mortgage on the first house that I bought, and they don't have the home. They do have the education. This amendment is very simple. It would require colleges and universities to annually report to the Department of Education on how much of their endowment was spent each year for the purpose of containing college costs, including tuition fees, textbooks, meals, and room and board. And it would provide Congress really with much needed information that's the same information that goes to the trustees, so it's not in any way a significant burden. We've got to work together if we're going to be successful in containing cost. And we have to acknowledge that we have to work on that cost side as well as on the financial aid side. So this amendment would give us information to work with colleges in trying to achieve that goal to maintain cost affordability for our kids.
I rise in support of Mr. Welch's amendment and thank Mr. Keller for his support of this amendment. Mr. Keller's laid it out quite correctly. We've been struggling with this for a number of years. I think that this amendment helps with the transparency and with the information that we need to know as we continue to consider public policy. I say that because a growing number of members of Congress come up to me every week after they go home and talk about they've been asked the question about the increased cost of college. We know it's complex, we know it's difficult, and we know that it's not easily given to the idea that the one policy fits all, one size fits all, whatever cliche you want to use, but it must be addressed when we're asking the taxpayers to continue to step up and to provide the assistance to these families so that we can create a strong nation and a strong economy and well-educated individuals that are critical to maintaining a democracy in a complex world. So I want to thank the gentleman for offering this amendment and ask my colleagues to support it.